My parents made me share everything with my perfect cousin, so I shared something that destroyed their plan. Not shared, split. Every birthday check from Grandpa Luther, every dollar from mowing lawns, even my lunch money. Family shares everything, Mom would say, handing Brett half of my birthday money right in front of me. His parents are struggling, and we're blessed to help. Brett's parents weren't struggling. They drove a Mercedes and lived in a house twice our size, but Brett was troubled and needed support, so my parents volunteered me as his personal welfare system. I was 14 when it started, and Brett was 16. He'd gotten expelled for selling test answers, and his parents somehow convinced mine that sharing my success would inspire him. The rule was absolute. Got $20 for helping old Mr. Randy with groceries. Brett got 10. Saved up $200 from a summer job. Brett got 100. Won $500 in a science fair. Brett got $250 for emotional support, even though he didn't know what my project was about. My parents kept a ledger. They'd actually count my money weekly to make sure Brett got his half. Brett never said thank you. He'd take the money while scrolling his phone, sometimes laughing about what he'd buy. Your son's funding my PlayStation subscription, he told me once. When I complained, Mom said I was being selfish. Brett needs to see that hard work pays off. But Brett wasn't learning about hard work. He was learning that my work paid off. The worst part was school. Everyone knew about the arrangement because Brett bragged constantly. Clay's my personal ATM, he'd tell people. I don't need a job when my cousin has to give me half of everything. Kids started calling me Brett's bank. Even teachers felt bad for me. My economics teacher, Mr. Mateo, pulled me aside once. This isn't teaching him anything good, he said quietly. But what could I do? My parents controlled my bank account until I turned 18. For 3 years, I worked harder than anyone I knew. Weekend shifts at the hardware store, tutoring, lawn service, anything legal that paid. Brett got half of everything. He used my money for parties, clothes, vapes, posted pictures of himself with things I'd paid for. Meanwhile, I wore the same 3 shirts and saved every penny I could hide. Senior year changed everything. I'd been coding apps secretly, learning at night when everyone slept, built a productivity app that actually worked. When Google's student developer competition announced a $50,000 scholarship prize, I entered. Didn't tell anyone, especially not my parents. Brett would have demanded $25,000 for doing nothing. I won, but I knew what would happen if my parents found out, so I did something else. I messaged Brett directly. I won something huge. Come to the school ceremony tomorrow. Don't tell your parents or mine. You'll get your half, but I need you there to sign papers. Brett showed up wearing designer clothes my money had bought. The auditorium was packed. My parents were in the front row, confused about why they'd received an urgent invitation from the principal. Brett's parents were there too, looking annoyed about missing work. The principal called me up, announced the $50,000 Google scholarship. My mom's face went from pride to panic, already calculating Brett's $25,000. Brett was already walking toward the stage, actually waving at people. However, the principal continued. Clay has made an unusual request. He wants to share this moment with someone special. I took the microphone. For 4 years, my parents have made me give half of everything I earned to my cousin Brett. Every dollar, every birthday gift, every work shift. They said it would teach him the value of hard work. The auditorium went silent. My parents looked frozen. So today, I want to honor that lesson, I continued. Brett, come on up. He practically ran up, already reaching for the check. I handed him an envelope. Inside is exactly what you've earned, I said into the microphone. He ripped it open in front of everyone. Empty. Nothing inside but a note. Your half of my work. $0. 00. The $50,000 scholarship, the principal said, taking back the microphone, is non-transferable, non-divisible, and goes directly to university tuition. It cannot be shared, split, or given away. Clay made sure we were all here to witness that. Brett threw the envelope at me. You owe me $25,000. For what? I asked, loud enough for everyone to hear. What did you do to earn it? His parents stood up, furious. My dad actually tried to approach the stage. Clay, we had an agreement. You had an agreement, I said. I had extortion, and it ends today. Security stepped in as things got heated. Brett's mom screamed that I was stealing from her son. My mom was crying, saying I'd betrayed the family. But Mr. Mateo started clapping, then another teacher, then students. Soon, half the auditorium was applauding while both families stormed out. I'm in college now, full ride, thanks to that scholarship. My parents haven't spoken to me in 8 months. They email occasionally, saying I owe Brett $25,000 when I graduate. Brett dropped out of community college and posts angry videos about fake family and thieves. But here's the thing, I kept every receipt, every forced transaction, every dollar they made me give him. $31,847 over 4 years. My lawyer says if they want to pursue Brett's $25,000, we can countersue for the $31,847 they forced me to give away as a minor. They stopped emailing after that.